Gravitation with the observation. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm wrong. We disagree. We can move on, but we can always stand strong. Hey, shout out to everybody that's been tapping in. You know what I'm saying? I just had a nice little workout. And I know this subject is kind of old, but it popped up in my recommendations. And I think I might have spoke on this situation, but I didn't go in depth. Who has more influence, right? Poetic Flacco and Munchie B spoke about this on their show at No Jumper. I believe Spider Loke sat in on this conversation as well. I'm not sure because I remember it happened a few weeks ago, whatever the case may be. But culturally, right, as far as who had the influence on blood culture, was it YG or Game? Or who had more influence? That's basically what the situation was, right? Now, listening to Poetic Flacco, as far as where he was coming from, I get his standpoint, and at the same time, I get where Munchie B come from too, because Munchie B was just going off, no disrespect, as far as resumes. So, I believe from his take, he would go with YG over Game. And I would have to disagree with that. And the reason being, like I say, once again, I'm not talking about street credibility, because obviously I know that plays a big factor in that. We can't deny that. But at the same time, you feel me, that was like during my days, like, you feel me, like, you know, what is it, like high school? Yeah, like high school. Yeah, that was during that day. So I seen the full effect of that happening when it comes to blood culture. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to being a B-Dog, you feel me, civil business, when it comes to that culture, you have to give it to Game and Wayne before YG. You got to remember, like, YG is like their sons in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like little brother. You feel me? Like, it's like that's the aspect that YG's coming from. Now, when YG got it, don't get me wrong, he did take it to the next level, but let me learn something, right? How the way Munchie B broke this down, and like I said, I understand where he's coming from, but that whatever Game got going on in the street, you feel me? That's neither here or there. Like, as far as the situation, whether it's true or not, that's basically what I'm getting at. That doesn't negate the fact that Game put the West on his back and went worldwide with it. But also at the same time, when he put the West on his back and went worldwide with it, he also had that right side coming with him. Maybe it's just me, but I start seeing people from New York, Atlanta, Cincinnati. Now, mind you, all these Arkansas, they've been having banging in Little Rock, right? I get that. But I'm talking about like on a bigger scale. Like where we can actually see it. Like, oh, okay, wait, they banging out there too? They doing this, that, you feel me? Like when Game came out. Wayne had a big part of that too. Don't get me wrong. You cannot say, I swear, it was just like a switch. From high school, like the very next day, like everybody, especially when Snoop came out, I keep a blue flag hanging on my left side, only on the left side. Yeah, that's the Crip side. You know what I'm saying? Like when he came out, you feel me with that? I know I didn't say that correctly, but y'all get where I'm coming from on that song with Snoop, drop it like it's hot. That was 04, right? Everybody was Crip. See, walking, it kind of reminded me of the Eastsiders when the Eastsiders came out. I don't care if you was a Damu or not, bro. We was rocking to that. We was big fans of Eastsiders. Trey D, Goldie Loke, and all them. Shout out to them. You're lying. You're lying if you did one bank. I don't care how bank. You're lying. Well, then you mustn't go to house parties or you mustn't function. Let's keep it Milwaukee. But anyways, that was 04, right? That was 04. When Snoop dropped that with Pharrell. Drop it like it's hot. 05 came in. This is how we do. Headed to love it, the underdogs on. I'm from Cedar Block, where? Black Wall Street. That transition. I'm going to keep it a buck, right? Because I know some people might say Cam and the Dipset, they was 03, 04. They was rocking the red rack too. I'll give you, I can't take nothing away. But I felt like that pink image fit them more as far as the Dipset. Like Cam put on as far as the color pink. You feel me? And just swagged out and, you know, just like, you know, like styling it, like fashion-wise. Not really so much banging-wise, but I know Cam, them bullies, excuse me, not bullies, the Billies out there. I believe that's what they are out there, you feel me, in New York. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I believe, you feel me, like they was handling their wax. Because that's when Cam came down here, Jim Jones, and they did the video with Game. Once again, see, that's why I got to give it to Game. What Game in Callis Park? You know what I'm saying? Certified Gangsters with Jim Jones on there. Who was in that video? Game. So Cam and them was having a red rag, and they was rocking it and doing what they was doing. But it was more so like fashion tip as far as like with the pink. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what Cam and it was on, like dressing. When Game hit the scene, it was Big B's. Like I said, just that very next day going into school, bro, it was like damn, bro, like what happened? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about everybody. The Bunny B, nigga, you feel me? We out here, we banged it. And Game had a different image, you feel me? More of a street image. Not so much saying towards Dipset and them, but I'm just saying like he's more closer to the culture as far as gang banging the Mecca. You already know that's Los Angeles, period, West Coast. So that's what I meant. But I seen a lot of people switch up. That and Wayne. When Wayne hit the scene too, or when Wayne took off with the mixtapes in 07, I could really break this down, bro. That's when you really start seeing more and more. You feel me? Like you really start seeing more and more. So Game was the person that kind of, it got quiet for a minute after Quick and Mac 10. It kind of like simmered down. It got quiet for a minute. You know what I'm saying? You know, Snoop and them, they picked it back up like around like, I'm going to say like after Suge and them went down. So like 97, 98, 99, nigga, Snoop went to No Limit and shit. Bro, C Murder and them, Blue Flags, you know, and I think we all had that effect because when Mac 10 went to Cash Money, it was the same thing. But it was like in the Olympic, the Crips had it. Let's keep it all over. The Blue Side had it. Then after 04, once again, and y'all can go back and check this if I'm tripping, because I didn't do no research. I'm just going off of me because I live this. That's the difference. Like I talk to even my daughters, you know, my nephews and all of them, bro. I don't have to research. I live this. So I know I could tell you by timeline. I feel like all the time, like albums, like when certain albums come, I could tell you where I was in my life at that time. That's why certain albums like have a special place in my heart, or I know like, okay, bam. So DJ Quick and Mac 10, right? They had it for a minute. It was smooth, and then it got quiet. You know, it quiet down because Snoop and the Eastsiders, they took off. Everybody was cripping, you know, doing their thing. And then 05, and that's when Game came. And Weezy was right, like not too long after that, was right behind him. So they was impact. You feel me? Very impactful, very influential. Now, one thing about YG, I would give Flacco. I mean, not Flacco, I would give Munchie. Because I think Flacco was on Game side, I believe. But as far as the lingo, though, right? The vernacular, you get what I'm saying? The lexicon, as far as that, I would give that to YG. YG didn't start that, no, but he sure as hell coined it. When I had my little niece, you feel me, and my, my niece and my little cousins just walk, Bacon back, being bold. I'm just Bacon back, or just Bompton. I gotta get, like, YG did coin that. Like, bro, I used to be in Vegas. Crazy. You know how you see, like, you go to the liquor store and they just have, like, the, like, swap meet, like, hats, whether it's, say, Compton or whatever. Bro, instead of it saying Compton at the register, it was saying Bompton. And that was after YG. Before that, because I was spending time in Vegas during that. Before that, bro, it wasn't no Bompton hats. Let's keep it Milwaukee, bro. It wasn't no Bompton hats. So, YG, he did coin the phrase. He didn't start it. He didn't invent. We've been talking like that way back when. It just wasn't televised. But YG did have people start talking with the B words. You know what I'm saying? It got to, you know. And then I think Mitchie Slick, man, I could keep going on. And I felt like Mitchie Slick, like YG started that big and back being boo, for sure. Bompton. Mitchie Slick and the Dagos, they started like with the B words, you feel me? Like, I think as far as their music, in my opinion, like, oh, let me get some Burial, you feel me? Butterborn Nuts, Benny Buffy, and Bigarettes. Like I think they kind of pushed that issue a little bit more. So we can't deny Game. We can't deny YG. As far as like culture-wise, though, who had a bigger influence, I would always have to go with, the Game over YG because it's different, but he was the original. He started it. Like, he picked it back up. That's why I'm going with Game. Now, I understand, like, when it comes to street credibility, hey, I'm talking about, like I say, once again, we're just talking about culture, like going past LA, going past the West Coast. That's what I'm talking about. You got to give it to Game. YG did his thing too, though. You know what I'm saying? Mozzie, all the up north, everybody, they do that. They have some type of, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't even know what I like. Not so much stigma, but they got their little sauce. You feel me? They adding parts to the car. You know, you got your car, you got certain different, they're adding. Everybody got their stuff that they're adding to the car. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Like I say, who had a better influence or bigger influence between Game and YG? Once again, I would have to go with Game in my personal opinion, but YG did his thing too. I'm gravitating with the observation. I'm not saying I'm right, I'm not saying I'm wrong. We disagree, we can move on, we can always stand strong. Go ahead and check me out, though. You feel me? I'm going to be performing at the Observatory. You feel me? July 11th with Hitter J3 and friends. Come on and check us out. Whoa, Gravity.